I'm the founding principal and math teacher here at Rise Academy. A free public charter school located right between the Central Ward and the West Ward, which is one of the more struggling communities in Newark. A lot of our kids come in with just pretty severe educational disadvantages. The building had been abandoned for 3 years. So the roof was leaking. People had come in and stolen all of the pipes out of it, so there was no heat, and a lot of illicit activity was going on.
Total financing costs were about $5 million. CRF brought about $2.5 million of that. Had a quick turnaround to get a school open for at least 90 students starting September of 2006.
We tell the kids that college preparation starts the day that they walk in our door.
My favorite class is math.
Look at line, subtract, 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 subtract.
Mostly everyone in my family had a hard time, like, growing up and going to college. I want to go to college so I can get a very good job so I won't have to work as long.
So the graduates from Tune Academy's first class of 8th graders received over $600,000 in scholarships. They had 100% placement in private, parochial, and boarding schools.
There's now a refurbished building that looks great, full of smiling, excited students. That will transform that neighborhood.
We consider CRF to be a key relationship of the foundation. They have been a crucial bridge between low and moderate income communities in the United States and the capital markets.
What CRF does and why it's so unique is that it creates a secondary market for community development loans, so dollars can continuously be reinvested in the local communities.
The city has a very strong presence here on Wall Street. We don't have a very strong presence on the ground in communities across the country. CRF is a way for us to connect Wall Street to that local community.
My father originally started Vanelli's in 1975. He brought foods that had never been to this area before, being in the South, and him being from Europe. How y'all doing? How's school going?
We were impressed with the fact that Bill had been so benevolent to all of the thousands or hundreds of, maybe thousands of people that were dislocated from the Gulf Coast.
For about a month, we just put on our big billboard. We just said between 2 and 4 o'clock, anybody who needed to eat, free food. Bill and his operation here fed over 3,500 people during a period of about a month at a cost of about $15 a person, so he made a tremendous sacrifice for he and his business. They had begun to experience some cash flow problems as a result of some financing that was disadvantageous to the operation. And this is a time in which the CRF comes in and can fill many gaps that the SBA program doesn't have, that doesn't cover.
If you're a homeowner, you can get a home equity loan. Maybe you've got a rich uncle who will front end some of the money to start a business. But if you're in a low-income community and you don't have a rich uncle and the community doesn't have the resources to put into your business, then we need to have institutions that can provide that.
Thank you very much. CRF operates all over the country. So CRF fills in those geographies where we don't have an on-the-ground retail presence and gives us an ability to impact people's lives positively and do it on a large scale.
If we didn't have a secondary market, a place that we could sell a loan after it's been originated, those funds would dry up. You would make one loan and you would hold it for 30 years, and it wasn't until you got all the money back that you could make another loan.
One of the things that attracted us to the partnership with CRF is how innovative and really at the end of the day sophisticated they are. Someone that's figured out the real root sustainable foundation that makes a community successful in the long term.
Well, this community is considered the inner city. Just love beautiful things and wanted to enhance people's beauty. Started out of a basement. Our clientele just grew. Once we got into it, we figured out some women really needed us with cancer and also a disease called alopecia, which women just naturally lose their hairs. And just it's the feeling that they get once they can get hair is just priceless. So we started reaching people in Germany and Switzerland, and so we decided we needed a space
Franklin Bank and CRF partnered to help them purchase and do some improvements to the building that houses their wig shop.
It gives the community hope. They know that they can do this because they see me do it every day. They see me turn on my open sign every day.
All of our investments with the company have exceeded our expectations from a return perspective.
They have a pristine credit record. They have the ability to not just put the money out, but get the money back.
They solved the problem. They used that pencil of securitization to break the Gordian knot that has locked these types of organizations out of private capital.
We are just big believers in the fact that regardless of where you come from, you can go wherever you want as long as you set your mind to it and you're given the correct opportunity. We believe very much in the American dream.
People need to hear that today is going to be better than yesterday.
It's pretty safe stuff, and bankers like safe stuff. And so that's really where the transformation has occurred.
They have made a concept, a thought, a dream real.